Mike with Echo Firearm Training again. We're just still doing the defense class. We are right in the middle at this point, and Jared's teaching more draw from the holster and trying to draw quickly from the holster. These are targets we're working on. So I'm going to change position to the camera so you guys can see it. And the main point of this video is to see what we do in a defense class. So if you are thinking about doing a defense class, you'll know what to expect. So you won't be worried about, not knowing. This is exactly what we'd be doing. And we only have 2 people today, but the max we would have would be 6. We wouldn't have any more than 6, so 3 per instructor. So it'd be very, very close to what we're doing. So I'm gonna post this, I wanna set this tripod up back here behind the targets. Well, yeah, I'm gonna put my cell phone behind the targets. I had to second guess that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do it to the side. And so you can actually see them shooting and see exactly what he's doing. I can't hold it behind the targets, obviously, for safety reasons, but I'm gonna set it up right back here, and I'll try to move it if I need to, but I can't move it until the shooters are done. So we'll see how it goes. That way you can sit here and watch and just see how they're doing. And if you can't see or if something changes, hey Cheryl, just let me know. Just send me a comment on here so I can go back and look at it and see if I need to move it or zoom it in or anything that would make it look better. So here's a perfect little, well, I want to go up high with this, so let's go up behind the targets. If I don't fall off this hill, let's see here. All right, the problem is the higher I go, the further away we get. So let's try this out. All right, just bear with me here a minute. So you can see what we're doing when we're talking also. So let's see. Tell me if that's a bad view or if it looks better coming closer up. Just put a comment on there if I need to change the view of it. If not, I'll just leave it the way it is. And when they get done shooting again, I'll come check it, see if there's any comments. And hopefully nobody shoots my phone.
You will feel the like Fisher Price one. You're kind of using but when we leave here, give him that holster that way he can burn. So he can do, I'll play for that thing and show you the holster you need. This is what you need. Now this is for a different type of gun, but yours would look very similar if that's the revolver you want to carry. So you can still back that. That's what would go inside your waistband.
Okay, how's the angle? Mike, looks good. All right, cool. Thank you. I'm gonna leave it right here.
Shooting a bigger target, you can shoot faster than you can smaller, right? Smaller target takes, you gotta take your time, you gotta aim, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this, right? So it's all from the draw. Everything's from the draw. I won't get that ingrained. Maybe like I want lots of reps from the draw. 3 shots. 2 in the body, 1 in the head. Everybody shoot 1 in the head. We've done it defensively. This drill is to show. It's for you to understand the difference between you can draw, present, and take 2 faster shots to hit a big target, and then you're going to slow down, take your time, put that sight right to your trigger, and then shoot the ball. Does that make sense? It's understanding the difference between close range, bang bang, you're going to hit me, but 10 yards, 15 yards, I'm going to take my time. Does that make sense? Putting both of those together makes me
switch those gears. It's just another thing to work all the fundamental shooting that I can think of right now. And then we'll be able to shoot, 2 more guns. I'm doing a lot of walking. We're doing a lot of walking. Right? Just how it is. We're doing a lot of walking. Let's go do this.
They're right there.
Yeah, done.
Well, they literally are right there.
Yeah, they're in a hole right over there, shooting out that way.
Shooting the wrong other direction.
Yeah. All right. Same kind of place. Come on, right about here. Another, close to 5 yards. It's like in between. It's like 10, 12 feet. No big deal. All right. Same thing. Draw. Good step. So I don't want bow, bow, bow. That's not the purpose. The purpose is the bigger target, the chest, where you're going to shoot somebody. You can go faster, which is bam, bam. Make sense? Just like you were. And that third shot, bam, bam. Make sense? The idea is that you can put two target faster. I think I've said that enough times. Let's do it. Two and then one. Right? Right. There we go.
That is good.
Now, make sure we're staying out. That's ingraining. This isn't just a game. This is you understanding that I had to shoot someone. Am I safe? Is my family safe? Is there anyone around? Take a look to your left and your right. Is there anyone around? Am I safe? Now I can bring the gun back because the threat's down. Go ahead and bring it back in. Reholster. That's two. It's one and one. One body, one head. So this first shot can be a little faster, but then you got to find your sights again, all right? One on one. Here we go. Right. Is he down? Does he need another? Good job. All right, load and unload. Goes by quick when you shoot multiple times.
That's really good.
Now we know you hit the target. Yep. Which when we start doing drills like this, and those first shots can be faster, all this time you can't find your sights. You know what I mean? Like you're just guessing when not you, but I mean like you're more likely just to be like, now, as opposed to I can find my sights. I got a much better chance of being on here when I start tapping these fast. All right, so. Come on back. We'll reload again. We're going to do it again. Dump out. Like I said, as we go, we're talking and adding. Not the grip so much. The grip can still be deliberate, but get that grip. And a little faster. A little faster than this is completely in my comfort zone. Go out of it a little bit. Does that make sense? That way we're gaining some skills as opposed to being comfortable and reinforcing slow habits, all right? Same thing, 2 and 1. Right. Did it work? Down, is he still a threat? Bring it back in, bring it back in. Whatever you just did, do that.
You can
every
tell
time.
that,
Like that, yeah.
you can tell how much better they're
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like I said though, try to push the draw. Try to push yourself a little faster to get the grip. You know what I mean? You don't want, at the end of the day, I don't want your draw looking like this. We know how. Like I've watched you guys do it. I don't even know how many times now. I know you guys can draw the gun. I know you can do it. Start pushing yourself a little bit, just a little bit, all right? Because at the end of the day, you've shot a couple hundred rounds. I would like for you to draw and present and get some shots on target in 2 seconds. It's too long, you know? 1 1,000, 2 1,000. But if you're not thinking about it now and making it a priority, it might not work. Here we go. 1 on 1, 1 on 1. Great. Did it work? Keep him cover, keep him threat. All right, go ahead and unload. Now, the beauty of me telling you to start doing the draw faster is that you still got to think about it. When I told you to go faster, you did this. Makes sense? You went straight from the hip to bowling, which there's no way you could have been, you know, if anyone's close to you. So make sure, like going faster means you got to think more. You absolutely got to be thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, but just push yourself to go faster. But still thinking about those steps, right? As you go faster, you're gonna make those mistakes. Now it's why you're gonna start thinking about it, processing it, making it better. Make sure you're still doing it. All right? Push your skills, make you better. All right, here we go. Take a step forward. Both of you take a step forward. There we go. Here we go. Right. One and one. Now, like I said, push the draw faster, but make sure you're taking your time to get the hits on target. You drawing the gun quickly and not being able to hit anything doesn't matter. Make it 2 separate things. Draw quickly, faster than you normally would. Build that skill, but make sure we're still hitting paper. All right, we can slow that down a little bit still. All right. 1 and 1. Right. Make it work. Yeah, that happens. That absolutely happens. That you get caught up. Yeah. Make sure we make it work. The most important thing we can do with training is when that happens, don't break out. Don't break out.
All right, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll come back up here and answer them. So this is my concealed carry defense class. That's what we're doing. And kind of letting Jared take over this class so I can control the social media. So if you have any questions, like I said, just post them on here, and when they get done shooting, I'll come back up here and see if I can answer any about the class or concealed carry in general.
But 7 yards from a dead stop, second and a half. Alright? You being aware, hopefully, aware of what's going on, so you protect yourself. You being aware of a threat, 2 seconds, is as slow as I would like for you to be able to. Does that make sense? Second and a half is when someone's, weapon drawn, they mean business. So you want to train to get faster than that, but for just peace of mind, for safety's sake, you know you can protect yourself. You being able to 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and crack a shot off is like a baseline competence for drawing for concealment and hitting something. Does that make sense? That's why we're going up for one. Make your draw a little faster than it was. Your shot, I don't care if you're right, that comes with the rest. That's perfectly okay. You're doing 2 different things. You got the size equipment, and you got the physical action. That's what because people with knives and stuff are still dangerous up close because it's like when
me, I'll try to stupid to say. When you pull a gun on a criminal, it's so crazy that you eventually stop. And you've got about 2 seconds to figure out what's going on.
That's your window. That's your someone said, hey, give me your window. Yeah, you bet. Any slower, any longer, that's up to you. That's why this skill of pushing yourself, making it more is important. I don't care if you can go. That was because you never done it. Now, start gaining some skill. We're gonna what's that? Yeah. Nice. Just one. Before we go, I'm gonna.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna do it more. I know. We're gonna do it a few more times. Then I got some ideas about. So speed. Right now we're speeding up the draw, right? And then we're taking our time to get the shot, right? And then we can change gears and go more towards faster shot, target acquisition, trigger. But right now, on the draw, 2 to 3 is when you start finding your trigger, right? We can make that right. We got draw and then trigger. And we'll go back and forth, reinforce both, make it faster. Ha! That was good. You guys did it once. We're gonna do 2 more times. And then we will change gears. Start working on the trigger. Shot. And then we'll go back and draw. Yep. There we go. Sweet. Same thing. Push the draw, but don't push it to where you are bowling. Don't push it to where you're fishing. Make sure you are bringing the gun up, connect your hands, punch it out. But a little faster than what you were. A little, not unsafe, but maybe a little outside the comfort zone. That's okay. Just make sure you're doing it correctly. Here we go. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Right. He's not a threat. Go ahead and bring it back in. Bring it back in. One and one. One and one. One and one. Right. Bring it back in. You're gonna go ahead and unload. While we're here, so two things going on. Your speed of your draws is great. You are getting to the gun quickly, getting a good grip coming out, which is good. But when you do, you're still doing this. So bring the gun out of the holster, prepared to fight, then punch it forward. But you're getting to your grip. You're getting to the grip of the pistol quickly, which is good. You are doing this very fast and precise, but you getting to the grip, getting to the pistol, is what I want you to start speeding that up. Okay. This motion, as the rest of it. This for you is very quick and crisp and looks good. Find your sights. This is not matching in terms of speed. You're on the other hand. This is very quick. Make sure then start doing this crisp. Make sense? Start thinking about that. We're gonna do it. We'll do this drill 2 more times. I want you to think about those 2 separate things because those are the issues.
Okay, guys, any questions? Let's see. Good job. We'll check the class out. Okay, cool. There's a lesson plan on my website and this is part 1, so this would be Concealed Carry Defense 1.0, and it gives you a whole list of all these drills and what we do in class, so if you're interested. And this is the part 1 of Concealed Carry Defense class, and like I said, these have a max of 6 people, no more than 3 students per instructor, and this is where we would most likely be doing it unless I change ranges. And just let me know if you have questions about what's going on or the class in general or anything, and when they get done shooting, I'll come back up here and see if I can answer any questions.
I want to make sure it wasn't misleading. So when I said it's okay to take time to get your grip, it is. It's not okay to take time to get to the gun, which you're doing pretty well at. But just in general, get to the gun quick, then take the time to get that grip, then get the gun out. But getting to it though, you know where it is. Whatever it is, get there quick. Find your grip. That's what takes time. Totally cool. Then present in a smooth, faster manner. That's what I'm looking for. If I made that weird earlier, I apologize. 2 more. Bend back. Right. Did it work? Is he down? Is there still a threat? All right. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Our draws are getting faster and smoother, which is great. Make sure we're still taking the time to get the hits on paper, okay? Take your time with those. 1 and 1. 1 and 1. Good. Did it work? Is he done? Is he down? Does he need anything else? Think these things. That's the reason why you got the gun in the fight. Make sure the fight's over when you put it away. Don't put it back early. All right, bring it back in. Go ahead and unload.
So one thing I wanted to say too, this, like I said, this is a part one. This is just learning how to get the gun out of the holster and on target as fast and safely as possible. Part two would be more manipulating malfunctions, fast mag changes, shooting behind cover, a lot of that other stuff. So this is a part one class. So this would be like the very first class you take after you take your concealed carry permit class. And then part two would be more gun handling, learning more actual gun handling techniques that you would need in a concealed carry situation. This particular class is just learning how to get it out of the holster and on target. And it takes about 4 hours by the time we get them perfect. But after 4 hours, they are perfect. They know how to get it out safely. They know how to do it fast. And the goal after 4 hours is they will be able to pull that gun from their holster, put 2 shots in the chest of that guy, 1 in the head, which is not what we do in real life, but we do it for practicing, and within 2 seconds. And they both of them will be able to do that. They're getting close to it. And that's kind of the goal of this class. And when you can start doing that, that's when you start trying to shoot behind cover and change mags fast and fix malfunctions and all the other things that would come up in a self-defense situation. So I'm gonna go back down here, and like I said, if you have any questions, hopefully you can hear me, or just let me know that you do hear me. I can answer any questions next time I come up here, and you know, let you know anything about how the class goes. I'm trying to read to see if there's any questions. Okay, all right, I'll be back.
Oh yeah. No, we thought you were up there talking to him.
Yeah, I'm talking.
One more time. Come on up. There's a whole lot of things we can talk about. A whole lot of things going on. You know, getting to the gun fast, acquiring sights. I just want to make sure that when you're doing these things, make sure you're thinking about all those steps as you're doing it. Don't just, try to go through the motions. Does that make sense? Find something that you know every time you do this and shoot. Find something that went maybe a little haywire, or something you didn't like, something you could have done a little better, and then focus on that the next time around. Make sure you're not just going through motions. 2 and 1. Here we go. Same thing. Brett. Go ahead and bring it back in. Now, you don't have to wait for me to tell you to bring it back in. Just make sure that you fired and you checked and made sure. Does it make sense? I don't want you to go back. That's not the point. Don't wait for me to tell you to bring it in, but just make sure you put the gun in the fight. You had to fire it. And is everything okay? All right. That's the idea. It's not so much on a command for me. Just start making going. Is everything okay? All right, now again. 1-on-1. Red. Huh. Everything's like off to the left. Gun or like if it's next to the left. That's it. Let's shoot some more. Go ahead and load up. Got that? Yep.
All right, still no questions, but they could have rolled it before I could get up here. That's the problem. So I apologize if you did. They're kind of going fast with people watching. So I'll be back though.
After shooting a couple hundred rounds,
Mentally, yeah.
there's so much to think about.
I've got to go home and write a college paper.
Oh no. You need to put the paper up there, like when you get.
Yeah, that's right. I get a good sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on up, come on up, come on up. Right. Now, standing here, can you see those numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Can we see what those are? Cool. Cool. So we're gonna be shooting called numbers, right? And the reason why this is important is, there's a whole lot of times where there's more. Defense situations out in public, convenience stores, malls, right? It typically isn't just simple as me and you, I'm coming at you. It's a matter of identifying what is what and then putting your sights on that thing. Now, obviously, I can't spread things all over because, we turn it.
Oh no, I can do that.
Well, I can run around a whole
One day.
and shoot at it. No, in terms of training, it's a matter of that this is going to combat this kind of thing, because you have no idea which one of these I'm going to call, and when you do, the idea is I say 3. Find 3 with your eyes. Draw the pistol, and then put those sights in front of your eyes. Change to the front sight, and then fire the gun. Does that make sense? The threat assessment is going to start building the idea that you're looking what it is. The eyes track your target. Your sights go where your eyes go. The faster you can get the sights where your eyes are looking, get you faster shot on. If you do this, I'm looking at number 3, and then I have to find 3, and then I have to start shooting my trigger. All this time in the world, opposed to I have 3. Oh, my sights are on 3. I can pull the trigger anytime in there. Does that make sense? So it's very important to draw. Get all the stuff you're doing quickly. Get to the gun quickly. Bring it up to 2. But then get the gun straight out to you. Because eventually, what you want to happen is you got your trigger prepped as you're extending your arms, and then once you're there, you can break that shot. You don't want to have to not deal with this at all until now I can start using the trigger. Does that make sense? This is the purpose of this. You're gonna have to. It's not a matter of just I can throw the gun toward the target. It's a matter of I have to find it. And you're gonna notice real quick if you start doing this or this, it's gonna take you forever to get that gun on target. So that's not what we want. You'll notice. You'll absolutely notice. And if you notice that, start fixing it. Start going, oh yes, straight to the target. That way I can find my sights as fast as possible. That's the purpose. That is the purpose. That is the purpose. Just one round. Just one round. Just one round. So you gotta make it count. Quick draw of the gun. Index it here so you can find that sight. You gotta make it count. But it also can't take a year and a half. Does that make sense? Alright, here we go. I'm not gonna say threat, I'm gonna say a number. 2. Alright, bring it back in, bring it back in. them count. Make them count. All right. Make sure. The most important thing now is to make sure that gun, the sights, are on your eye. Get your eyes to that sight as fast as possible. That way, you can get that bullet on that paper as fast as you can. All right. 4. Your odds are getting faster. That's great. Make sure we're taking the time to get the hits. Make sure we're taking the time to get the hits. It all has to work together. Make sure you are not going.
Yeah, I went down.
Yes. Don't go to the gun. You make the gun work for you, right? That you make that thing go where you want. Don't follow, all right? 3. What happened there?
I don't know. Went down.
All right. Well, I'll watch again. All right. 1. Everything's low.
Yeah.
So you're getting your gun in a good speed. This, I want you to focus on this time. We'll have to reload. We're gonna do it again. Once the gun comes out, right? This is killing your ability to find that sight. That makes sense? Your speed is good if you're doing this, getting the gun up to you, and you can find this. By the time you get there, you should hit. But if you're doing this, you're basically guessing. Does that make sense? You might not think you are, but you have no time at all to find that sight by the time you're pulling it. I really want you to focus on pushing the gun, punching it straight out. All right? 3. All right, did it work? What did you shoot? Shot 4. It's a mental game. It's got a mental game. Stay with me. Go ahead and load. Stay with me. Make sure we're shooting the right targets. All right. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. Take that arm. Yep. I got the pen. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna answer some questions. Sure.
All right, guys, I got low battery now, so I'm gonna have to go. But you got to see enough of this to realize what to expect in a defense class. And I will go charge my phone up, and I'm gonna videotape a little more of me and Jared shooting ourselves, and just kind of you can see what it looks like after you've had several hours of training. So keep an eye out within about, I don't know, somewhere around 1:15, 1:30. And I'll videotape me and Jared shooting so you can see how it looks.